It's always a party at Patchworks. Let's get this party started. Woot woot. Hi everyone, this is Julie from Patchworks, and I am so excited that you're joining us for another Must Sew TV tonight here at Patchworks. Out of full disclosure, I am coming at you on a pre-recorded video tonight as I am out celebrating summer with family tonight. I hope you've been having a lot of fun this summer and have been able to get out and do some really great things as well. Even though we're not live, make sure to like, comment, and share this video for your chance to win this super special prize. This is a brand new magenta Olfa 45mm ergonomic cutter. It's so pretty and it's so awesome. So we are going to talk a little bit about this later, but make sure that you like, comment, and share this video for your chance to win this cutter. We'll be doing the drawing on our next week's program. All right, that's super exciting. So, what do I have to show you tonight? Well, we have so many great things that we're just gonna hop right into it. We have a great new 12-pack pattern. Those 12-pack patterns are those complimentary patterns that we hand out to you in the store or include with your web orders. This is the next in the series, and it is Sparkle. Isn't this amazing? We paired this pattern with a 12-pack that we just put together from the Good News Great Joy fabric, which is a Christmas collection from Fancy That Design House. Stephanie of Fancy That Design House is a designer right here in southeastern Wisconsin, so that is super exciting. Let's go ahead and look at that fat stack. So this fat stack is 12 beautiful fabrics, and when we put our 12 packs together like this, what I like to do is I like to include a balanced palette. And I have 3 red, 3 of this blue, 3 of the moss green, and 3 black with the beautiful color that all works together. We leave the background out because we think that you're going to be pairing it with a background when you make your quilt. So for this quilt, it is 12 fat quarters, and then you need 5 yards of background. That is your background and border. 5/8 for binding. Let's go ahead and call that 3/4 of a yard. And then we want 4 1/8 yards of backing. And once again, you can bump that up if you like. So this really beautiful palette. There are a couple directional pieces in here, but you know what? It doesn't matter how we cut this up. So you aren't going to see the directional trees. It's going to be okay when they go every which way. Use any 12 fat quarters that you like in order to make this quilt. Now, the way that this quilt is written, you also could use some 2.5-inch strips. So I'll show you how the block is put together and how those 2.5-inch strips might work out super well for you. But of course, it was specifically written with cutting instructions for those fat quarters. All right, so you can see here that this is the block, okay? So we have these really fun stars that are 2 fabrics for the star that are spinning around, and then you have a little bit of sashing here, and then there's sashing really all around throughout. All of those cornerstone blocks in that sashing are from each of the 12 fat quarters that are included in your pack. If you prefer to have just one fabric be a consistent cornerstone there, you would just want to change things up a little bit. All right, let's take a peek how we put this together. So to get started, you are going to, for this block, you are going to work with, and pretend there's no stitching there, we're going to have some rectangles that are 2.5 by 4.5. So that's where I said this is 2.5-inch strip friendly. Then what we're going to do is we're going to put 2.5-inch squares of the background on top. We're going to draw our line with our quick quarter ruler and stitch it. Before we flip it over, we will cut away the excess. If you were super ambitious, you could go ahead and sew 1/2 inch away a bonus triangle that you can do something else with. I'm not that ambitious today. All right, so we have that, and then what we're going to do is we are going to attach another square on the other side. So we're going to put the square on the other side, draw the line parallel to our first stitch line. So this is a little bit different than a flying goose, but kind of similar in some ways. We're going to stitch, cut away, and end up with that super fun unit, okay? So you are going to have 4 of one color and 4 of a second color for each block. We are going to make pairs of these that we're going to put together, okay? So we have 4 pairs for each block, and we are going to arrange them in a pinwheel. But we need to have some sashing in here. So how are we going to be doing the sashing? To make the sashing, you are going to make strip sets. Let's pretend that that's underneath and you can't see it. All right, so with our strip sets here, you're going to be making 8 strip sets. You're going to take 1.5 inch strip and 2 4.5-inch strips of background. Then you're going to subcut these into 1.5 inch logs. Okay, just like that. You're going to be assembling the blocks as kind of like 9 patches, okay? So you have the 1.5 inch logs here, and your squares, putting it together, super cool, super easy, super fun. So you have your blocks here. You'll be adding some sashing in between the blocks, and then you'll have some longer sashing pieces. Here we go, longer sashing pieces that will connect the rows together. The quilt finish is 65 square. If you prefer a rectangular quilt, you'll want to add some fabric to be able to add some extra blocks. I think it's amazing. I'm not able to include links here in the comments because I don't have access to the comments right now. We will have some show notes that will include all of the links for you. However, we have a special category on the front page of our website right now called 12-Pack Quilt of the Month, and that will include our 12-pack of the Good News, Great Joy, as well as options to buy it as an entire kit. So we decided this month what we would do is that we would pair the 12 fat quarters, the 5 yards of background to make it just like Heidi. So that's the Robin Pickens cream. And then the binding that we chose as well, which is a beautiful plaid from the Good News Great Joy collection. That kit is value priced at $104.99, and it does include the pattern as well. So you can choose to purchase it just as a 12-pack or as the whole kit. We hope you like that option that is available to you. And let us know if you think it's a good idea for us to continue to offer it not only as the fat stack, but also as the kit. Talking about 12 fat quarters, it is time to talk about the bundle of the week. Ooh, bundle of the week. It's our favorite part of the show. And tonight we have a super, super, super special bundle for you. It's the first time that we've ever done this where we're offering this one special designer's fabric for the bundle of the week. And it is a Tula Pink Stash Builder. The Tula Pink Stash Builder is inspired by Tula's brand new fabric line, Nightshade, that we'll be talking about in just a moment. So let's take a peek overhead and see what the beautiful Stash Builder collection includes. So the Stash Builder collection is a combination of beautiful fabrics. So we have some true colors, some curiouser, some Paris fill, more curiouser, some moon garden, some daydreamer, more curiouser. We have some more Paris fill, and then some more true colors, daydreamer, and curiouser. Really fun. And a reminder, so our fat stacks are normally $39, but when it's the bundle of the week, it's only $24.99. What? That's a really amazing price. We have a limited number of these available. They're on the front page of our website, and scoop them up while they last. We made more bundles than what we normally make of a bundle of the week, but I can assure you these are going to sell out. So what was the inspiration behind this palette? I mean, of course it's Tula, of course it's beautiful, but the inspiration was Nightshade. And specifically, the fabric, I'm just going to grab it for us right here, the Spider Blossoms. So Spider Blossoms here, I thought each of these colors was represented in this beautiful piece of fabric. So I have this here, we have this here, right? You can see that. We have this kind of olive in the Paris fill right here in those eyes. And then over here, perfect, spot on. Look at that. And of course the pink, you just can't go wrong with that. So that was my inspiration piece behind the collection. So let's take a peek at the entire Nightshade collection here. Oh, it's so pretty. So we have it in stock on the website, and we are busy cutting bundles. Oh my goodness, we got lots and lots of fabric. So this beautiful floral here is the Spider Blossom, and I'm going to try to arrange it sort of like Tula had shared when she was sharing her beautiful collection. If you follow Tula on social media, she had a really beautiful, well, several beautiful videos about it. So this is the Raven Lace, which is just gorgeous. And we have our storm clouds here in dark. We have Fishnet, which is this really dark background with a little bit of a bridge to the light. We have a mini Spider Blossom, so it's the same floral design, just colored differently. We have Mini Coven. So the Mini Coven has the beautiful portraits of the three characters here, done on a small scale, so they could be fussy cut onto some fun little project. And the coloring here of this Spider Blossom is the same scale but different color than this piece, but they coordinate super nice. And then we have the apothecary jars. Now I haven't included in the small bit here the Coven piece, And the coven piece is this large scale portraits. So there are the same characters as in the original Nightshade. That was back in, I believe, 2011, 2012, something like that. Doesn't she kind of look Harry Potter-esque? I kind of think that she would be kind of in a Harry Potter movie. I don't know. Super fun. 3 characters here. Now, how this comes is that there's not a clean line for cutting off the bolt, okay, to cut it into panels. So this particular fabric is simply being cut as yardage. If you ordered a yard bundle, we are asking you if you had wanted extra along the way, or if you needed to make sure that you had a certain amount of frames, okay, because we made the executive decision along with, after watching all of the information that was available to us, if we simply cut in between and didn't give you the space around the frames, you would only have 1 row of usable characters per yard cut if we cut it that way. So you'll at a minimum get 2 usable rows per yard cut, and if you had wanted to make sure you have 3 usable rows, we would make sure that you had 1.25 yards to be able to do that. All right, so anyhow, it's super exciting. We have lots of really amazing, great projects to go with it. We have yard bundles or other bundles available for you. Let us know. I didn't cut any fat quarter bundles of this 8 SKU grouping simply because the 2 pieces that don't necessarily cut up in the mini coven and coven don't cut into fat quarters very well. So if you had wanted 6 fat quarters and yard cuts of the other one, just let me know. We can figure out how to put a bundle together. But so far, everyone who is excited about this line had wanted yards and yards and yards of it. So we have our truck full. We still have a whole bunch of bolts. Don't worry, you haven't missed out on anything. The collection's on the front page of our website. And we are taking pre-orders on the kits that we are cutting. So we have 4 specific kits that we are cutting, and we can cut anything else that you would like. Like the rest of the world or rest of the country, we have all of our Nightshade, which is amazing. It's kind of the opposite of what normally happens. So we have all of the Nightshade, but we are still waiting on some of those coordinates, which are basics, which we ordered along to go with our Nightshade. So we stock all of Tula's basics on a regular basis. However, some of these kits need extensive yardage of those. So you'll want to make sure to get your pre-orders in, and the reorders on those basics are expected hopefully within the next 4 weeks. We'll be able to deliver some kits at once. However, there's going to be some kits that will need some delayed delivery, or maybe you want to choose on those. We can let you know if you had wanted to, let's say, substitute background, if you had wanted to make something your own. All right, so let me show you the kits that we have as well as their pricing. We have, let's look at these here. First up, we have Set Sail. Now, Set Sail is Jaybird's ode to Nightshade, and it is the only kit that has a 4-purchase pattern with it that we are kitting. So this is beautiful, and let me get the notes on it here. So for the Set Sail quilt, it finishes 69 by 90. It requires 5.5 yards of 45-inch width fabric with a vertical seam, or 2.5 yards of 108. The pattern is $12, and the kit is $189.99, and that includes all of the fabric for the top and the binding, but the pattern is extra. We decided to not kit the pattern in the kit at that $189 price, or at a full price because so many of you already have the set sail pattern. We have all of Julie Herman's rulers as well to be able to go with this. So that is super fun, and if you would like this, please let us know. And the pre-order links are in the collection page for Nightshade. Next up, we have the still room. So this is the most popular of the quilt kits we are creating. This still room is super awesome and has potion bottles and apothecary jars and all sorts of really cool things. And this quilt is 68 by 86. It has a free downloadable pattern on the Free Spirit website. The kit is $174.99. So we are waiting on more cotton candy fairy dust, which is the main background on it. So that is what we are waiting on for this particular one. We're not going to be able to assemble all of the kits for this. I know a couple of you have already said you preferred to make it a little bit different and have a different background, regardless of the availability of fairy dust. So if you are interested in that, just also let us know. That will also require 5.5 yards with a vertical seam for your backing, or 2.5 yards of wide back. Next up, we have the Magic Aura quilt. Ooh, this one is super fun. So this has a little bit of a lot of the different true colors and such. I think it's really, really stunning. The kit has ample amount of coven for you because it wants you to be able to fussy cut them perfectly. Okay, so you will be fussy cutting a lot and then have a lot of Swiss cheese fabric left over. Okay, so this quilt is the Magic Aura quilt. It is 76 by 90.5. The kit is $199.99. It's a free and downloadable pattern off of the Free Spirit website. It requires 5.5 yards of backing for a vertical seam or 2.5 yards of wide back. Super fun. And then we have the Family Magic quilt. And the Family Magic quilt is seen here. And here you have one each of the characters, and then it has the beautiful fabric set off by just a bit of this beautiful bright accent color. So that is the Family Magic quilt, 65-inch square, $139.99 for the kit, free and downloadable pattern, 4 yards of backing with a horizontal seam. Super fun, super beautiful. I hope that you enjoy the great options that we have available for you. If you were interested in something else, like you had seen the Queen of Diamonds done up. I don't know what the fabric is, the fabric key for that is, but we do have more of the Queen of Diamonds patterns, templates, and patterns for you, papers, whether you had wanted to do it in Nightshade or do it in the original palette. Just let us know. We'd be more than happy to hook you up in all things Tula. Ooh. All right, so that was super exciting. What else do I have to share with you tonight? Well, I did want to share with you that I'm going to quick go back to this magenta Ergo cutter. So this is brand new. I saw it and ordered it from the H&H show that I was just at and down in Chicago. But what I think is super fun, let's look at this overhead. Isn't this the perfect cutter for this fabric line? I know Tula has her own line of hardware, but this here, you have to think that Olfa was thinking about Tula Pink when they made this cutter. So this is a beautiful cutter that goes along with it. $34.49 if you would like to buy it. And it works just like the yellow one. I love the ergonomic handle. You can either pick one up or you can have your chance to win one by sharing, commenting, or liking this video. We have lots of other fabric that I want to share with you. I am going to scoot this away, and then I am going to show you some other fabric that we've been waiting for. And that is Forest Frolic by Robin Pickens. We love Robin. She is so delightful. We carry her thatched, which is a basic. We have the thatched bias binding, which coordinates with her fabrics as well as many other things. We've been carrying most of her fabric lines as of recently, and the newest is just gorgeous, just delightful. It is, as I said, Forest Frolic. I'm going to quick grab. Here it is, it's hiding. We have the whole collection, including the Moki linens. So let's first peek at the beautiful regular cotton prints that we have available. We also have this in pre-cuts that I shared with you, I think, last week. So let's peek overhead. So this is gorgeous autumnal fabrics. We have maple leaves and oak leaves and acorns and birds. Mini leaves, great texture. New thatched kind of pieces. Just a really great palette. Very quiltable. Love the little mushrooms. There are a ton of projects that go along with this as well that we'll be taking a peek at. And this here, this focus print, I love this. It's available in a few different colors, but it's so pretty. So we have stacks of this available. If you had wanted larger towers, let us know. We'd be more than happy to cut yard towers. We have fat quarter towers available, and the fat quarter tower is $97.50. We'd be more than happy to cut half yard or yard towers for you. Now, I have written on there that we have the Moki linen as well. So I am going to first show you, because it's stacked just this way, to remind you we do have the charm packs, the jelly rolls, the mini charms, and the layer cakes. The mini charm goes with the traveling leaves pillow that we will have available as a demo for you next week on our next week's show. So this is a mini charm project, which is super fun. And let's take a peek at the available patterns, and then we'll look at the linen. So the patterns that she has available, and let me make this go away here. So the Acorn Quartet, this is a 41-inch lapper wall quilt, charm pack friendly. We have patterns coming, but let us know if you are looking for any of these, and we'll be more than happy to make sure to set them aside for you. So we have the Acorn Quartet. We have Oak Grove square, which is a 72-inch square, and that's fat quarter friendly. And you can see that Robin has 2 different colorways of this available, and you can see the dark below and the light up above. I think I really like the dark. Starlit Bears. This is a 60-inch layer cake friendly. I just love how she plays with color. So if you follow her on social media, she shares a whole bunch of different things where she recolorizes things and plays with them. It's just so fun. And then this one might be my favorite, the Forest Treasures. And this is a fun little mushroom table runner with 3 different pillow tops available. Super fun, and that is Charm Pack friendly. And then there is Leaf Press. So this leaf press has been getting a lot of notoriety as well. Really great. It's a 48 by 49 lap wall sampler quilt, and all of these different components can be used. On the back cover of this is the dark version, and once again we've had a few requests for the dark version of it. If anyone was needing kits for any of these projects, please let us know. We would be more than happy to cut to order these kits. Okay, now for the Mochi linen. So we have 2 different fabrics here, and the Mochi linen can be used for bags, can be used for home decor, can be used for garments. And the Mochi linen is the linen like we have the other Moda linen. It is 70% cotton, 30% linen, I believe. Price point on this is $14.48 a yard. So very, very fun, kind of retro. What do you think? And then this focus piece here, oh, it's just so luscious. Really yummy, really beautiful. We have the mushrooms, we have the sunflowers, we have the leaves. Really, really gorgeous. I could see a jacket in it. Oh, and speaking of jackets, we are getting Teresa Coates' new pattern for her elemental coat. We are just waiting for the print patterns to come, which are super awesome, but they should be arriving very, very soon. Could also work for the tamarack jacket or any other coat of your choice. All of these are available on the front page of our website under the collection for Forest Frolic. Let us know if you have any questions along the way. And remember, even though I'm not able to reply to you live, we're going to be going back through the comments to be able to answer any of your questions. Feel free to drop us a direct message or send us an email, a call, or stop in, and we'll be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. All right, so while I clean this up here, we have some other really amazing things to share with you. All the fabric is coming in. I just love this time of year. Every single year, summer is like Christmas for us because it's one of the times of year that just everything keeps coming. So lots and lots of great stuff. Next up, I want to share a super sweet non-holiday line with you, and that is called Noah's Ark by Dear Stella. So the Noah's Ark line here is, well, Noah's Ark. I like it though because it is a little bit more contemporary of a take on a very traditional theme. And with nursery themed things, you know, Noah's Ark is just one of those things that it just goes on and on and on and on. So these are very, very now colors with these neutral tones. Look at that, it's so cute. And let's take a peek overhead at the fabrics that are included. So we have We have the pairs of animals here. And this is a very, very contemporary gray. We have moon and stars. The Deer Stella moonscape. We have pairs of animals and an arc. This is directional. We have waves. We have a little bit larger scale pairs of animals. Pairs of animals in a different arrangement. More moonscape. We have some wood plank. Rainbows. Gotta have rainbows. More moonscape. We have this print again in a caramely beige. We have some animal skin. And then we have an alphabet. Okay, so we have animals A to Z. I'm not sure that all letters are represented, but they probably are. I haven't. So we have aardvark and blackbird, crab, donkey, elephant. Oh, very fun. So lots of fun, all the different things. Of course, you have an ostrich and a narwhal. Oh, goodness. So what can you do with this fabric? Well, you can do lots of different things. And there also is a, on the Deer Stella website, they are sharing a pattern to be able to, it's called the Panel Blast pattern. I will put the link to the inspiration in our program notes. I don't have a picture to share with you at the instant. I thought I could share it, but it doesn't appear to hop on over. So lots of great things that you can do with it. The 24-inch repeat panel is $8.99, and we have the 14 fat quarters in a bundle, which is $45.50. So really great value to be able to work with these great pieces. If you need something custom cut, please let us know. We'd be more than happy to custom cut a bundle for you. All right, now we have a little bit more novelty to be able to share with you. I know we have one or two people who are watching who like gnomes, and we've been doing our best to get all of the gnomes that we can for you. So we have a few more gnomes to share tonight. So we just got, so Deer Stella is a division of Timeless Treasures, and we got some additional Timeless Treasures novelties. So we have gnomes, music, dino, dogs, and more. Let's take a peek here at the really great fabric offerings. So let's look at those gnomes first. What do you think? Yes, all about the gnomes. Okay. So we have some traveling gnomes just in time for summer. Ooh, traveling gnomes. Look at them. Aren't they cute? They are so stinking cute. I love it. Now with Timeless and the novelties, they don't all necessarily come in a collection. So the gnomes all naturally fall in our gnomes collection. But what I'm going to do today is that I have a collection on the top of our website that is called New Timeless Novelty. That's going to include the pieces that I'm showing you tonight, so that in case if you had wanted the specific pieces that I'm sharing with you, that they're included. So we have the traveling gnomes. Then, are you sitting down? This is really cool. We have sewing gnomes. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Sewing gnomes. So these gnomes are doing stuff. And these gnomes are with sewing things. We also have this really amazing, beautiful featherweight, decorative featherweight print. So whether you like the gnomes or not, this is a really gorgeous sewing machine, sewing themed print. Okay, so those are the gnomes. Now let me grab the next stack. So this is some travel and dogs. I'm getting a workout today showing you all this great fabric. All right, so here, this is some road trip or camping fabric in the mountains with the lake. Ooh, ah. So that is just really fun. I love this. We haven't had some good camping fabric for a little bit. For our dogs, here are some fun little cartoony dogs on some navy. Super fun. More great dogs. Some paw prints. Nice coordinate that will go not only with the new dogs, but with other dogs that you have available. Some dog bones. And on there says good dog. And then there's some paw prints. And then we have woof. So some of these prints that we have aren't new, but they are new back in stock. So those are all in the new novelty section on the front page of the website. And then I'm going to grab the last stack, or maybe the second last stack. I'm going to grab the music stack. So we have some beautiful, colorful music. First up, well, this is just a beautiful coordinate. So this is some nice rainbow paint stripes with some paint splotches here. Really super nice. Coordinates with our new music. So we have rainbow dancing music notes. Let's look at this overhead here. See if we can see this a little bit. Okay, so we have the dancing notes, rainbow. We have rainbow spiral piano keys. And then we have some rainbow sheet music. Beautiful. And then, last but not least, we have some dinosaurs. So, fierce, strong, roar, ferocious. You are super, dynamite, hear me roar. We have some very colorful, bright dinosaurs there. That's a directional piece. And then we have some tossed dinosaurs. And these are just all sorts of really fun pieces. All right. So that is the new novelty that we have available. Now that we looked at all of the fun fabrics, we have another fun project that I want to share with you. So we have next in the series of our Pouch of the Month program. So last month we shared the Candy Cutie pouch with you, and these are some patterns that were developed by Solux Fabrics, and they are being shared monthly. Some tutorials and information about that on the Moda website, and we thought that we'd play along. So as a reminder, or if you didn't get a chance to see it last month, this is the Candy Cutie. This is the Candy Cutie pouch here, okay? So we are learning something new every single month, and last month we were playing with the lining that was separate. We used Soft and Stable as our base. We played with charm packs, did it on the diagonal, and we have a kit available if you are interested in making it just like we did. So this month we have the sunflower pouch, and the sunflower pouch, grab this here. So the sunflower pouch is a little bit different. It's a little bit larger, and we're learning different things. So this is using SF101 or fusible woven interfacing. It is larger. It has a rounded bottom instead of this triangular boxed bottom here. The zipper is installed the same way. So we're learning all sorts of different things. And in the piecing component, this piecing is a little bit putzier. I did make it last night for us to play with, and I'm going to look overhead to be able to share this with you. So it's rounded here, super fun. I used some Essex for the background. I used 2 different colors of yellow. I used thatched and green for the leaves, and then I used this really fun block design or block fabric for the little sunflower seeds. They're kind of fun. Okay, so with this piece, we're going to be learning about also doing a partial seam, because you can see some tricky piecing of how this goes together. So that's kind of fun that we have all of these different elements that we're learning. Oh my goodness, all sorts of really fun things. So I don't have any specific step outs for us on this. I just wanted to share with you that you have lining, you have 2 different yellows, different shapes. Everything's put together with connector corners. So really simple and similar to how we were working on the sparkle quilt. So this right here, this unit, is just a miniature version of the little piece that we were working together with our sparkle quilt, where you have 2 connector corners parallel to each other for that block. Okay, and then we have connectors around for the center of our sunflower. As I said, the big difference here is that we were using the fusible woven interfacing. So you attach this to the back side of the pieced front, as well as the back side of your back piece. So the lining is not interfaced. It's just fun fabric. And this is available, I believe we just sold the last of our SF101 off of the bolt. We'll be getting more in. However, one very great suitable alternative is the T-shirt project interfacing by June Taylor. And this is a go-to product that I like to have. It comes 60 by 72, so you get a whole bunch. And I like to use it for all my different projects, whether it be T-shirt interfacing or using it for clothing, using it for the back side of when I need a little bit of something, and that would be something good to work with for that project. So the sunflower pouch is available in store. It is a $10 pattern. We also have that available on our website. We are making kits as well for this. Each of the kits for the pouch of the month is $24.99. That does include the sampler of the stabilizer that we're using, and it will also include the pattern, okay? So the pattern's $10, so it's $14.99 for all the stuff that goes with it, okay? You're going to be doing a rounded corner on this, and I just wanted to point out that we have this newer product in the store. It's not new to market, it's just new to the store. We have the non-slip rotary cutting circles from Creative Grids, and that would work really, really well rather than using the pattern shape that was in the pattern. Or rather than trying to use like the bottom of a cup or a plate or whatever you're trying to do when you do your circles. So if you are looking for some great circle templates for rotary cutting, this is great. You get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sizes from 2.5 all the way up to 6.5, and they do have that non-skid back that Creative Grids is known for. They also have fussy cutting marks in them, which is super great. So great for applique or your quilting or however, and it is $39.99 for the set. What else do I have to tell you? Well, I have to share, I almost forgot to share with you, which I couldn't, is I had these great, I put this pouch together, but Jackie had brought these in because she heard we were going to be sharing this tonight. And so she wanted to share. She had made a couple variations. She picked up her pattern early and she wanted to have fun with a bunch. So she recommends making it as a color, making it close to this color so that it's easy to see, because it is a little bit of a puzzle how it gets put together. So then she had made several different variations. Oh, this is fun. Oh, and she had used that fun Fat Eighth pack that we had featured. I love that one. Super cute. Each one is cuter than the next. Super, super cute. Oh, and she is working ahead. So next month we are going to be talking about the pencil case, just in time for back to school. So August is going to be the pencil case. But I will share with you the really fun ones that she's put together already. You'll want to share on our Patchworks party or bring in for us to be able to see if you've been making any of the pouches along the way so that we can share them with everyone. Look, it's embroidered. Patchworks. Julie. Super, super fun. Thank you for sharing with us, Jackie. Always fun to see what you have made. All right, so lots and lots and lots that we have shared with you tonight. A couple more things that I want to share, and then we'll just recap with our bundle of the week. All right, so we've been talking about Zootropolis 2, which we've been working on, and it's in the blocks that we've made so far, that Lisa has made, are hung above our book wall in the store. We have, how we're doing it this year is that she is releasing 2 animals a month, and so far she's released a total of 4 animals. So we got started in June, and so she had June and July. Each of those animals of the month is $5.99, and some of you, when we were making our Zootropolis quilt the first time a few years ago, you were sad that you couldn't just bust ahead and work through all of the animals quicker than we were working with them. So Lisa went ahead and she has been preparing these amazing boxed kits. And the boxed kit has all of the fabric that you need to make the quilt top. So you have the beautiful full finishing kit. So that has all of the borders and the road and the tires and the bus. And then all of the different animals and the fabrics that she'll be using for all of the animals in the bus. This kit does require the book. We have the book separate because the book's been out for a little bit and we know that a bunch of you already have it. The kit comes in this super cool box and is $169.99. So $169.99 makes the 56 by 72 quilt. As I said, it includes all of the character fabric kits, the fabric for the bus, sky, road, etc. It does not include the book, backing, or binding, as well as the fusible web adhesive is extra. We prefer the Steam-A-Seam Light. However, you can use whichever fusible web adhesive suits your technique the best. She'll be cutting those kits throughout and replenishing them. So if you miss out on the batch that she just made and you didn't want to just pick them up month by month, let us know, because we're going to continuously cut full kits throughout the program. We have and talking about buses, we have the bus trip that we have planned with the Stitchery, Quiltageous, the Quilt Shop of Two Rivers, and the Sewing Basket on September 30th. Those tickets are $75. We have a handful of tickets remaining. If you wanted to hop the bus with us, make sure to sign up and grab your ticket sooner than later, because we want to make sure that you have a spot. The bus will leave at 7:30 on Saturday, September 30th. We'll be leaving from the Watertown Plank Park and Ride. All of that information is on the website. You'll be receiving a swag bag. You'll be getting treats along the way, lunch at one of the shops, and just fun prizes and other fun fellowship and fabric, all sorts of really fun things. So if you like bus trips, make sure to hop on that trip. All right, we did it. We did it. So what did we all do? We talked about this amazing brand new 12-pack pattern that we have available to you. So it is Sparkle. It is Sparkle. It's a 12-pack pattern that requires 5 yards of background. We have put together 12 packs, or fat stacks as we like to call them, of Good News, Great Joy. We do have it available either just as the 12-pack for $39, or we have the full kit for $104.99. You would need 4 1/8 or 4 1/4 yards of backing to complete the quilt. Then we have the very fun Tula pack, Stash Builder pack for our bundle of the week. This pack here is $24.99. It is a limited edition pack of 12 amazing fat quarters of some out of print lines, as well as a couple true colors in there. This works well on its own. It also complements the newest collection, Nightshade, really, really well. Check out all of the latest and greatest things on our website. Pop into the show notes to be able to see all of the links for the projects and inspiration. Thank you for joining us tonight. Make sure that you've liked, comment, or shared, or all of the above, to be able to be eligible to win the magenta ergonomic 45mm rotary cutter that we will be drawing for during next week's program. Thank you for joining us. As always, happy quilting, and we'll see you soon.